So okay, I had these levels on my chart, and I said, well, okay, let's see if we can actually get a trade on it. And as you see, down to the penny, so it started going long a little bit too early. Usually these lines you need a retest, like a double bottom, and went long and added more, came down quickly, bounced back. I added more heavy, popped up partial, and then I said, okay, this is crazy because in 5 minutes it becomes higher high and higher low. I started adding more partial above the VWAP, and then I really couldn't believe that this is going to go green. I added more even on 113.50, and it broke up above this. As you see, 4 or 5 times I added. Hello, my name is Andrew Aziz, the author of How to Day Trade for a Living. Welcome to my channel. All right, guys. So good morning or good evening, anyone who's watching this recap. I just want to thank you for watching. I had an amazing trading day. Only traded NVDA 3-4 times, and we had a massive bounce on it. And I just cannot believe that the biggest company in the world is trading like that. Like, these are like $1 trillion companies moving up 7-8% in a day. It's just unbelievable. This financial market has become so volatile that it's just unbelievable. And there is so much potential. I really hope that people start learning this thing. I do it live in front of you every day, and you see how it changed my life. I'm an idiot from Iran. If I can do this, you guys can do it too. You just have to stick into that. Let's take a look at the trade that we did. Like today, trading day, this is amazing. So this is the positions that I have right now. So NVDA turned out to be eventually $100,000 profit on this bounce, which was from a daily level gap, which I explained to you that. We also sold, I just also sold SOXL puts at 36. Which is up almost 50% right now. So by the end of next week, this one might become $20,000. So as you see, it's just amazing. It's so nice. And let me tell you how it actually traded that. So yesterday, the market really sold off. The tech, it's a pullback from the tech companies with the Google and Tesla earnings. I don't think there is any fundamental news about it, but the tech companies really sold off. So NVDA, as you see in the pre-market, and again, this is important. Let me bring my pen here as well. So this is important. At the pre-market, it was trading red and then went green, and then kind of flat. And I said, okay, it's going to be another choppy day. And then at the open, this is really important. At the open, really sold off. For a 1 minute opening range breakdown, they had this the 112.30 level. And as soon as it broke down, I went short. A much better entry would have been somewhere around here or somewhere higher, but I went short, really quick drop. I bounced, covered, and then it came down to my break-even point, and I partial. So that was a really big short scalp that I did. And then it quickly bounced back, and I said, okay, it's really bouncing back. It was green in the pre-market. I went long, added more above the VWAP, popped up to this level, sold partial a little bit, and then it came down. I got stopped out at the break-even. So this was a trade. I don't have really a trade book like that in the first 10 minutes or something like that. And I did mention that in YouTube Live that this is not a super great trade. And then after that, it's really started selling off. So that's the second trade. Really sold off. And then we had these levels around 107. As you see, these lines that I put here, I didn't actually change them. I wanted to, we found it right in the live trading day. So if you go to the daily chart, it's very important. So if you go to the daily chart, you see that we gapped down, sold off yesterday. And then there is this level at the end of May 2024 at around this level. So I marked it here at around 107.90. These are, again, roughly levels. And then if you continue here, you see the gap as well here around this area. So that was an area that essentially we call them a gap fill. So there was a couple of times that, put this one here, the couple of really important levels here. So these are potential daily level that you can trade based on that. So okay, I had these levels on my chart, and I said, well, okay, let's see if we can actually get a trade on it. And as you see, down to the penny, so it started going long a little bit too early. Usually these lines, you need a retest, like a double bottom. And, went long and added more, came down, quickly bounced back. I added more heavy, popped up partial, and then I said, okay, this is crazy because in 5 minutes it becomes higher high and higher low. I started adding more partial above the VWAP, and then I really couldn't believe that this is going to go green. I added more even on 113.50, and it broke up above this. As you see, 4 or 5 times I added. And again, the 5 minute is a really good example of how the price action changes. As you see here, really nice doji. You start making a new 5 minute high and then continue higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. This is a very bullish pattern. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, all the way up to this green. That it's enough. I don't care about what's going to happen here. How much do you want from it? from trade. This is just an unbelievable bullish move. And actually, if I was looking at it, I was looking at my P&L and I was pretty satisfied. If I was looking at it properly, you would have keep adding in this until you get the first sign of weakness is actually this one that is starting making a lower low. Before that, it's just purely higher, higher, and higher low. This is unbelievable. Yeah, crazy trade. So it's like that. And SOXL puts is again, SOXL has really got beaten up, as you see, from 70 all the way up to 40. And I said, okay, I'm gonna sell some puts at 36. I got $2 on it, so my break even is at 34. So if by the end of next week is at 34, I have to buy it. These are cash secured put, which I'm gonna buy. That's okay. SOXL is the leveraged of almost I think 20 semiconductors company. NVDA and AMD, everything is in there. So. And it was like a 50% drop. I thought that maybe I might as well. And this is an index that I could hold overnight, but it was a cash secure put. So what you can do is you can actually go and buy a put like around 30. So you can actually, that would become your stop loss. So that would be a credit spread. So we had yesterday a webinar by Joe that was talking about this credit spread trading. Credit spread trading is one of the best way to have consistent income from the market. And I'll prove it to you to show you. This is, let me download it. Let me download this image that I got during the, so this is it. Nate sent this, you guys to see my screen, that for the webinar that Joe did yesterday. He said, Joe is great. This info is what I've been looking for. Would love to learn from him in the near future. So as you see here, this presentation was really, really great on this credit spread trading. But yeah, that's it. So in terms of position, as you see here, the P&L turned out to be super nice and super super profitable. I hope that people take advantage of this volatility. But you need to know how to trade. This is also very important. This volatility could completely go against you if you don't know how to manage your risk, if you don't understand the concept of stop loss, or not adding into your losing position. It could be easily become a disaster. So it's very important. It took me like almost 10 years to get to this point that I am. And if you really love this, and if you really want the lifestyle of a trader, if you stick around, you catch it. But you gotta want this. So it's not for everybody. So Mr. Pezim also traded Tesla at the open. Mr. Pezim at the open.
I got that opening range breakout on Tesla. Got a nice move up on it.
Yeah, it was a really nice indeed.
Yeah, and then the other trade I did, I took a short when NVDA kind of rolled over and really lost. It lost the initial low that it put in around 935. It popped back up and then started to roll over again, and then I got in around 111 short and covered all the way down through 108. So that was a nice short, and then I joined you long on this other trade. So overall, pretty decent day.
Yeah, it was amazing. Yeah, it was great, guys. We traded live in front of you guys in the chat room. If you come into the chat room, you can see my screen live. We do even belly dancing for you sometimes when the trade goes really well. So if you are watching it on YouTube, feel free to join us for the intro level. We have different membership package, and to me is attracting a good community of traders. That's very important. The money is not that important. Really, the money that you're paying for membership, we try to invest it back into things like, for example, we get TEDx license for next year's webinar. And not only that license cost me a lot of money, but also I want to bring a lot of people and pay for their travel and hotels and everything to have a presentation one day for TEDx. And the theme is going to be the peak performance and mental resilience. So bring people that, they have something to say about being resilient, and how to always stay on top of yourself, like be peak of yourself. There's a book called Peak Performance that I read many years ago, which is all about this, that, the demand to be good is at all-time high. You got to be the best. And it just keeps getting, making all-time high, that you got to be the best. Even amateur athletes, that the people who do, run as an amateur, not for a paycheck, they juicing up. Everybody wants to be the better and better and better. So being at peak performance in mind, health, body, everything. So it's very key, especially for trading, which is a high performing field, high performing activity. So that would be one day of that, and then 2 days our own summit, which is the technical presentations and live trading. So in Vancouver next year, I hope that's Last year we had 250 people. I really hope that this year 250. I hope that next year we also get 250 people. That would be very nice if you can get that.
Yeah, it'd be
All right.
great.
Thank you so much, guys. So tomorrow I'm going to trade, but I might leave early tomorrow. Yeah, it's been really amazing. And the U.S. economy seems that is solid. I mean, the GDP
Yeah,
grew to like 3%. It's just crazy.
yeah.
And
GDP was good.
yeah, everything is good. Our bank account is good. Our life is good. Our health is good. So you should be happy. Thank you so much for watching. And if you like this video, make sure to subscribe.